All right, it finally happened. 343 has canceled split screen co op, a long awaited feature that was supposed to come to Halo Infinite long ago. I think this is a sign that Halo is dead as a franchise and irredeemable at this point. What's up, everybody? Antonio here, aka Hypecaster, welcoming you to Xbox Megabits, the mini podcast where we talk a little bit about Xbox. I really don't want to start things off on such a sour note, beating up on the dead horse that is complaining about Halo Infinite and its state, but I just need to express, because I've heard recently that it's not that big of a deal, that 343 has canceled split screen co-op. And I think it's a symbol of like a larger problem, what's wrong with Halo at this point. You see, what we have is a game that was a crown jewel of Xbox. I've just listened to the interview of Xbox Expansion Pass with Luke Lore, and he was interviewing Seamus Blackley, and he explained and agreed, just like many have, that Halo was the lifeblood of the original Xbox, and without it, it wouldn't have become what it became, which was a major player in the video game space. And a lot of that original spirit of the game, that secret sauce that kept us addicted and playing and talking about it with our friends, I feel that the cancellation of split screen is just a sign that Halo is completely irredeemable as it stands. Let me explain. The thing about being a parent and enjoying games with your child, our 2-year-old is now asking me to play video games, like put on the car one, like play Mario Kart with me, and it's cute. And it's reminding me that we all, if you're still an enthusiast for this amazing hobby, had these moments in our past that hooked us to Xbox or to video games in general. And these moments happen and make us lifelong fans. Without these moments, without someone in your life handing you a controller, maybe like, and giving you a shot, or maybe your parents who were low on disposable income made the sacrifice to get you a console, and then you booted up the SNES and you just fell in love with the colorful platforming charm of Super Mario World. Or maybe you had an experience like Smash Brothers N64, and you were in a household with a few siblings, and you had countless hours of battling each other in match after match, and just fell in love with the incredible polish and fun gameplay of Smash Brothers that made you a fan of that series. Getting back to the point, you need these moments to solidify the next generation of gamers. It's part of what makes Halo special. I was thinking about this and thinking about people complaining about the state of Halo, and I was thinking of boiling it down to what is missing. So many promises unkept, but what's really important to that? And just thinking about this specifically with split screen couch co-op in campaign for Halo has been a mainstay for so many people. It was such a fun experience going through those sandboxes, experiencing the final escape via the Warthog, conquering Legendary together. So many people I've talked to have said split screen isn't that big of a deal. Who really plays couch co-op, right, anymore? Everybody's online, with the pandemic, we don't see each other as much, and with the friends that you used to have, you could just do the same thing once. The campaign can be tackled via network play. But it ignores something that megadads and like myself is thinking about, is you and the household that you're in now, the new generation of gamers. And I think that with that perspective, we're aware that we want to have these special moments with the next generation on the couch, because that's where we are, and we want to raise them up in the way that they should go, which is, hey, try out this hobby, see if you like it too. And I think that's a major point that a lot of people who dismiss this as a invalid complaint are missing. I think that now, for those that are up and coming and younger, they won't be able to fall in love with Halo. Maybe they will right the ship, but to me, it seems like missing out on this feature is going to prevent one of the very things that kept Halo going as a franchise this whole time, which is new people falling in love with it. The bottom line is, what makes Halo Halo is different for everyone. But when I listen to the developer lay out the roadmap in this last video and then go through their points of what they feel they need to say is coming to satisfy people, it just doesn't convince me. I don't believe that anyone is equipping the people there with the time and resources to do what they need to do to win people over in a big way. At this point, I don't see myself going back to multiplayer, which is my personal biggest priority, this makes Halo Halo, and getting in there and getting excited about multiplayer again and playing match after match for hours until 3 a.m. until I can't play anymore. And I don't see myself doing that, largely because the gameplay is good and the loop is there. And I argue with people all the time that the mechanics are solid, and it's a very fun game to play moment to moment in multiplayer, even with its flaws. But the excitement of Halo, that it's had release after release at launch, that has everybody playing, and it become part of the zeitgeist, and it become so addicting to keep up with what everybody's playing, that is gone. And that aspect of Halo, which I believe makes Halo Halo, that it is such a big moment in gaming where everything stops and you play Halo for that whole fall and that whole winter, and it's fresh, and then there's a big update, which again, that doesn't seem like it's going to happen either, and you get more maps and all everything like that. Since that temperature has died down on the game, that's just another nail in the coffin for me, that I feel that Halo can't recover. It's impossible now, because they're not going to make any changes that are worthwhile enough to capture the imagination of all of Xbox ecosystem, everybody who's playing. Most people are just playing. I don't think that you're going to see that again, despite any best efforts that they make. I really didn't want this to be a downer for the first Xbox Megabits. I really didn't, but I did want to talk about Halo because it's such a huge franchise for Xbox, and this split screen couch co-op being canceled, can't play campaign with people, in your living room with your, friends and family or whatever. It's a bigger deal than I think some other people are realizing. So that's my take on it. Is Halo done in its current state with Infinite? Should they do a complete reboot? I don't see anything worth salvaging at this point that they can't create in another game, honestly. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for Xbox Megabits. I hope you like this new format a little bit more. We're going to talk about the news, but then go a little bit deeper, share some of my personal thoughts, and get your opinions in the future. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time, and stay tuned to megadads.org for all your parenting and gaming needs. Thank you.